Hello, I'm Jaden Blake and this is UK JEB 10. For our first story, we are meeting Ben Nevis. Though it may sound like a boy band, it's actually the UK's highest mountain.
Ben Nevis is approximately 1,345 meters or 4,411 feet above sea level. In the Lochaber area of the Scottish Highlands, Ben Nevis is part of the Grampian Mountains at the western end. The destination is very popular and has a reputation for geographical recreation. Ben Nevis attracts over 100,000 people a year to ascend. Activities such as ice climbing, scrambles, and rock climbing are highly practiced with the natural surrounding and environment at Ben Nevis, but due to the harsh and dangerous conditions, there are many things that could go wrong. Recently, Ben Nevis consisted of an avalanche that interfered with 4 climbers and their journey. Unfortunately, 3 of them had passed and 1 was injured. In fact, it was said that 2 were dead and 2 were injured, but at the scene, one of the Scotland's police reported that one of the injured ones had just passed away. 1 had died instantaneously due to the massive impact of the avalanche. 1 other was thought to be alive but unconscious. CPR was done for an hour and a half, but he turned out unresponsive. The 3rd victim died on the way down the mountain. Fortunately, the 1 injured was successfully sent to the hospital at Queen Elizabeth University in Glasgow for medical attention. The avalanche occurred at 11:50 near noon, and shortly after the alert, 3 ambulances were sent to scan the scene of any injured civilians. Maritime Coast Guard Agency and Scottish Ambulance Services were remaining at the scene while being assisted by rescue team volunteers from Lochaber and Glencoe Mountain. Not so long after that, more were sent to the incident. This time, there was a helicopter and some trauma teams. It was also said that a nearby military personnel that was training also came to help. This avalanche incident is the latest of a string of Ben Nevis incidents in the past winter. In December, 21-year-old boy Patrick Boothroyd died from a severe head injury while climbing. And on New Year's Day, 21-year-old German woman from Bristol University had also passed from another climbing incident.
Heather Morning, a mountain safety advisor, says that the UK wants to reinforce their message: do your homework before hitting the hills because of possibly unpredictable avalanches such as this one.
Now for JEB 10 Trivia. Which place will be most affected by Brexit? Northern Ireland, India, Canada, or the United States? Northern Ireland will be most affected by Brexit, since it is held to the United Kingdom by economic and trade ties that the European Union helped set up.
For our second story, we have the economic effects of Brexit.
There are many concerns and benefits that surround Brexit at this time. But first, what is Brexit? According to the New York Times, Brexit is a shorthand for Britain's split from the European Union, changing its relationship to the bloc on trade, security, and migration. These are the reasons it has become such a big political problem. Brexit could end up in 2 scenarios: a clean break with new trade deals, or a more gradual one where many of the deals and agreements are kept from the current UK. The goal between the 2 groups is to make a way to economically make the countries get along. This is a harder task than it may seem, since many of the lawmakers of Parliament do not want to agree on what the best decision is. These 2 sides fighting have caused many problems, some of which do not involve other countries. A while back, Theresa May was thought to not be fit to run the country. They had a no competency vote and she stayed in office. The Prime Minister, Theresa May, is trying to gain and persuade the audience and communities of not only United Kingdom, but all the countries of the European Union to root for the withdrawal deal. On the other hand, if the Prime Minister, Theresa May, fails to sway others, the no-deal Brexit shall continue. The no deal means that the United Kingdom will indeed depart from the European Union. There has been many votes from the countries that make up the United Kingdom. These countries consist of Wales, Northern Ireland, England, and Scotland. England and Wales had a slight majority for the United Kingdom to leave, while Scotland and Northern Ireland voted for them to stay in the European Union. Even London had a vote and resulted as a slight majority for the stay of the United Kingdom. According to RAND.org, the United Kingdom will be worse off if it leaves the European Union. There is a lot at stake for her if Britain decides to have a hard exit and chooses to not create bonds between the countries they are leaving and themselves.
Currently, Brexit is scheduled to occur on March 29th. Hopefully, this will not affect the UK's food production.
The United Kingdom has a wide variety of food. There are many dishes that help define the United Kingdom's culture. Some of these dishes are bangers and mash, fish and chips, toad in a hole, and shepherd's pie. With the upcoming exit of the United Kingdom from the European Union, the reliance of other countries of the European Union that the United Kingdom has will be no longer present after Brexit. There are 28 members of the European Union, including countries such as Germany, France, Italy, Sweden, Poland, and many more. The United Kingdom will have to figure out an alternative way to cooperate with other countries for imports and international trading. This is including those relating to food. The United Kingdom became a part of the Common Market in 1974. At the time, there were 26 Michelin-starred restaurants in total. The Michelin star ratings were used to rate all existent restaurants. These ratings were based off the extremity of physical performance of the restaurants and the cuisine dishes that are offered. The guidelines and standards have applied to 137 more restaurants ever since. To have the maximum amount of stars, which is 3, is very rare and requires only the best of restaurants' performances. In fact, there are only 5 restaurants with a Michelin star rating of 3 stars. Back in the 1990s, ingredients such as garlic, avocados, peppers, Parmesan cheese, and much more were very rare. Many people have already started preparing for the potential disaster with the country's cultural breakdown. It was said that fruit and lettuce would be removed from the shelves. To help people, there is a website that allows the people of the United Kingdom to shop in case of a food crisis. This could possibly lead to the disruptions of supply chains and increase in food prices due to the high demands and low supplies. Currently, there is already a lack of many workers on farms. On one farm, there are 17,000 tons of strawberries and raspberries. That's right, 17,000 tons, which is 34 million pounds of berries needing to be picked. Due to no one picking and harvesting them, 16 of those 17 tons of berries came to waste and rotted rather than being on plates and in stomachs. You may think this is bad, but Brexit will make this worse without the help of immigrants working from other countries.
Let us hope that Brexit doesn't affect breakfast. Although we do not know if anything will be extraordinarily butter, the UK really is a pizza work. I'm Jada Blake, and you're watching UK JEB 10.